Hi there, and welcome to Earth 513. My name is Phil, I'm your narrator, and I'm accompanied by the players.
Hi, I'm Jazz, I'm Invisible Woman.
Hi, I'm Raph. I'm Scott in America.
And, you know, trust us, we just did the session. They were great at doing the recap. So they both got a karma point. I'm not doing that again.
We're not doing that again.
So we're going to go straight into the action. Last time, Sue was at Ben and Alicia's.
Yes.
Where the kids are being kept for their safety. And so you came to check in on them. One of the kids was upset, but you spoke to them. And you were about to leave. And then you asked, please, what did you ask for?
I asked for a gun, okay?
Sue asked for a gun.
Yes, you never know.
You never know. And so Alicia had a gun, and she was very confused because Sue was very strong, but she was like, sure, of course, you know, because they love each other. Mm-hmm. So she gave you this gun.
Thank you.
Her hidden gun, because she lives in New York. Not a judgment, just a statement. She needed a gun. She had one. So she gave you the gun. And then, so you were about to leave. Ben gave you a big hug, his big rocky hug, and he told you, you know, to take care of yourself. And Alicia gave you a little peck on the forehead, a little protective peck, and she told you to be careful. And so, yeah, and you got a message on your earpiece from a certain person, and she told you to meet her on the roof. So you took the fire exit. Again, this is because we just recorded this, so I'm zooming through. And so you went on the roof.
Yeah.
And you saw Quinjet come in, uncloak, and then out stepped
Robin Maria. Maria Robin.
And yeah, and then so she walked up to you, and she had that awkwardness of like someone who kind of wants to give you a hug but's uncomfortable, and then
I'm giving her a hug. It's been a while, I haven't seen her, and with all the things that are going on, yeah, I'm glad to see that she's okay.
Yeah, so you gave her a hug, and she feels a little bit uncomfortable in the way someone who's in a very high up leadership position might be, and they don't want to ruin their reputation.
No, it depends on people. She's just awkward.
But this kind of like military leader type figure. I'm just trying to paint a picture.
That's what she needs.
Probably needs therapy. You're right. so yeah, so she's a little bit, you know, but she still gives you the hug, and she's like, "Are the kids okay?"
Yeah, the kids are okay. Thank you for understanding. Please keep an eye on them. Like, I know they're safe with Ben, but let's keep an eye if we can.
And she says, yeah, we're already keeping a good eye on them.
And I would say, creepy.
And we were saying that's how spy people show their affection.
And then after that,
they
it's
check
like,
on the people they love.
Something in the bathroom.
We'll talk about it, but for now, he's okay.
There you go. That's pretty much a quick recap of what we just did. So now we're on the plane, and our player Jazz decided that the co-pilot was called Lucas. And so there's a guy who's really shy and like, hi, Madam Invisible Woman, ma'am. Honored to see you. And that's Lucas. So Maria's like, that's all right, Lucas. And so Lucas, you know, goes, and they immediately cloak because S.H.I.E.L.D. is supposed to not exist right now. So they immediately cloak, they take off, and Maria goes in the back. You both tie yourselves in, and she turns herself towards you and she says, okay, I have a lot to tell you, a lot to, you know, figure out with you, but first I want to know, how did your mission go? You know, and your mission was to make sure that Wanda wasn't a threat.
So the mission was garbage. The gods were not in our favor. So yeah, okay, let's be serious. The mission didn't really go well. I think we were not really prepared for it, and we definitely need to have a better intel or something. Whatever gets us better prepared for this type of situations.
And she tells
aliens.
you, there's something I'm working on that should help you with that.
Good.
Go on.
Great to hear that. In terms of Wanda, look, I don't think she's a threat right now. That can potentially change real quick depending on how Vision is doing, I'm guessing, but she didn't hurt anyone. Only thing that she was trying to do was protect Vision, which I understand. I think anyone in her position would do the same thing if it was, aliens attacking my loved ones. I would do the same thing, but she didn't give me any type of vibes.
Bad vibes?
Yeah, bad vibes. That, she would go rogue or she would go berserk or, she would put other people's life in danger. And to that point, when she left, it was very particular the way she left, because she kind of disappeared and left a crater, I would say. But surprisingly, none of us was harmed, which I trust is her doing. I don't think any one of us had enough power to protect ourselves from that, not a blast, but whatever she did. So, yeah, I think for now we're safe. She's safe. I don't know where she is, but I'm pretty sure you can ask Steve Rogers. He will probably know where she is and where to find her. But yeah, I think she's good for now.
That was a really good speech. But because this is a game,
damn it,
I'm going to have you roll ego. But frankly, it was a really good speech, so I'm going to let you roll with an edge, so you can re-roll one of the dice if you're not satisfied with the results. Great. So what do we have there?
We have a Marvel.
What?
We have a 6, a 3, and Marvel.
Yeah, so that counts as 6. So, up to you. Do you want to re-roll the 3, which is your only low number there?
Yeah, why not?
You're going to keep your highest one anyway.
Yeah.
So I give you an edge because that was a really good speech.
It changed.
Oh, it's okay. That was a 6?
6 and a 4.
Okay, so that's 6, 6, and 4. So that's like 6 to 12. Oh, that's 16. So that's 16.
We are great.
And what's your number for non-combat for ego? The little plus.
+2.
Yeah, so that's an 18. I don't even need to look at the chart because you have a Marvel. That's a really good roll. So you definitely convince her, okay? Which is not a small feat because this is someone who's in charge, essential, of security, and you're telling her that this super powerful entity is like, out to get them.
Yeah.
And but she surprisingly trusts you. I think it's because you've worked together a lot, and we're gonna have to develop this outside of this story, but apparently you've done a lot of missions for her, and it's to the point where she trusts you almost blindly. Mm-hmm. And because you have the Marvel dice, she's actually going to slip up and give you extra intel.
Oh.
So she tells you, Sue, I trust your judgment on this almost blindly, so I'm going to tell you something I really shouldn't tell you. And she lowers her voice so even Lucas can't hear, and she says, I report to people, we all do, and I'm going to be honest with you, those people, to put it kindly, they don't want Wanda around anymore. And I'm telling you this because I care about you, and you clearly care about this woman. So just be aware that that's something that's happening behind the scenes, okay? You didn't hear it from me, then we won't talk about it again. Is there anything else that you need to recap me on? Anything else that I should be aware of?
No.
Okay. So she takes out a manila envelope, all spy-like, and she opens it up, and she shows you an image. And it's what you can see as multiple images that seem to be screenshots of kind of, pixelated security camera footage. Okay. One of them is in a costume store. Okay. And you can see this girl, and she looks young. She looks like very early 20s. Blonde hair with some pink highlights. Like huge smile on her face. She looks like she's having a blast. And she shows up in the store. And the first picture, you can see her just kind of going in the store. And the other picture, you can see her just very evidently, like not even hiding it, evidently stealing this costume from the store. And this costume is like this, looks like a ninja costume, but like pink, okay? Over the table, it looks like the Deadpool costume, but pink. Okay,
Yeah.
just so we know.
Yeah.
Just to be really obvious.
Yeah.
Okay,
Got
so
that.
you see those.
Huh? What?
Who's Deadpool?
And so she shows you this, and she says, I, Maria Hill of S.H.I.E.L.D, have no information about this girl. And that is very, very concerning to me, and it should be very concerning to you.
Damn.
There's no trace of this person even existing. We've tried it with a bunch of different databases. There's nothing we can find. And I know this store owner personally. I've tried to shut her down multiple times, but she's a very kind person, so I've let her do her thing. But basically, between you and I, she makes costumes for vigilantes. She sells her business as a costume store for Halloween, that kind of thing. But I'm quite confident she makes Daredevil's costume. She makes costumes for some vigilantes, especially in this climate with the Sokovia Accords. She shouldn't exist, but I've known her for a while. She's not harmful. And she gave me a call and she told me this girl claims that she's from another universe. Now, I would honestly not pay attention to this. I would consider this, whatever, if it was any other circumstances. But she isn't the first person in a few months that has seemed to come from elsewhere. And so this became extremely interesting to us. And so I have a team on the floor that was sent to pick her up. Now, they've been successful, and I'm quite confident that they'll be taking her in. But this girl isn't too much of a concern to me. Just to give you an idea, and she shows you on her phone this video, and you can see from a strange angle, okay, so not the angle we saw in the films, but you see the strange perspective angle of what looks like pretty much the intro scene of Infinity War. So you see like Captain Iron. It's late over here. You see Iron Man coming in, and you see Doctor Strange coming in, and they're fighting this like alien ship that's coming down. And then there's the two aliens that come in. They're the other two from the Black Order, and Spidey flies in. Okay, and meanwhile, we see this girl who's like huddled behind a car, dressed as a ninja, and she threw a rock at one of the aliens, and the alien got pissed and charged at her, and then Doctor Strange does this like magic thing and makes the alien disappear, and the video cuts out. It's like one of those crappy cameras kind of filming the street, and that's what caught it. So as you can see, she doesn't seem strategic in her fighting skills. She doesn't look like a fighter, so I'm not concerned about her personally. What I am concerned about is the other person, and the circumstances that was reported that has led to her arrival. And so what really bothers me is we didn't find her. Do you know who AIM is? Have you heard about the AIM organization?
No.
And if you want, you can roll, this is what's cool, even if you don't know, you can roll logic to see if your character remembers anything that can help you understand.
Yes, please.
Did you really get another Marvel?
I didn't cheat, I promise.
Oh my gosh, you have like the same numbers.
No.
6, 5 in Marvel.
It was 4 on the other one.
Fair. Okay.
I'm getting higher.
Hey, no, it's good. Just, don't waste all your good rolls now. Okay, so that gives you, Marvel, all that stuff. Okay, so you apparently know everything about AIM.
We're gonna discover together. Let's go. What do I remember?
Yes.
Please tell
And it
me.
makes sense because you've been around for a while. You've been with the Fantastic Four, so you would have encountered them before. Okay, so AIM, they're an organization that their main focus is science. They study biology, in particularly alien biology or unusual biology. They're interested in how they can use science and biology from our perspective, pretty much for nefarious purposes. But from their perspective, they're trying to advance society in ways that are revolutionary, right? They just typically work for the super rich.
Great.
And they're
Frankensteins.
Kind of, yeah. And they work on their own terms, other than to their investors. They pretty much report to no one, and they find ways to. Sorry.
Is it the thing in the one? No.
No, it's not. But they're similar. These folks are even more bonkers because not only are they scientific folks, but they're also kind of a weird militia. So they also, don't mind showing up at places and shooting people.
Great.
And the really fun thing is they basically look like...
So they're marshmallow men?
We're going to keep that in. So they're marshmallow men. They're basically people in yellow hazmat suits.
Okay.
People think they often describe them as beekeeper costumes because they're yellow and they've got like masks.
Oh no! I really thought about the DJ Marshmallow because he has a helmet like this.
Oh.
Okay.
But yeah, so those are the AIM agents. It's written like AIM. It stands for, oh gosh, I can't remember anymore. Advanced Idea Mechanics. I can't believe I got that. Yeah. So it's like a corporation, but also kind of a militia. It's a bit weird. Yeah.
I don't like.
Roxacola.
I'm not sponsored. This just came with the food.
It's so funny because
Don't
Flo does
buy
that
it.
too. Flo does that too every time.
Don't buy this. Don't encourage them. Buy local. It's better. Thank you.
Earth 513. We don't want budget from
Roxacola.
Not right now.
Yeah, so these are the AIM agents, okay? And so you know of them because generally, the Fantastic Four are typically pretty eco, or they care about the environment. They're also people that are also in the field of science and the field of exploring.
Pretty sure I know them because of Reed.
Yeah, he's definitely indirectly worked with them or been in competition with them.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
I can assume.
Yeah. So she tells you that AIM are the ones that discovered this incident.
Okay. Is it my turn to reply to her?
Yeah, please. But,
right.
I should say this. You can interrupt at any time. It's like a real conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a real conversation.
I was waiting for
can cut
you
her
to
off.
finish. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
She's gonna stop you every single time.
yeah, you should not have said
No,
that.
that's okay. Please.
So, we're past the blip, right?
Yeah.
Or the blip is coming.
Oh, yeah, the blip hasn't happened yet.
Oh, never mind. That fucks up everything.
No, why?
Thinking.
I'm curious now.
Because I was like,
Language.
if they... Oh. Ain't no kid watching us. If a kid is watching...
Oh, yeah. I already put the rating to adults.
Yeah, no, but they've watched Deadpool. Like, I'm less worse than Deadpool. Okay,
Hey, I'm playing my character.
fair enough.
Yeah, fair.
Age of Ultron.
You know what? I will watch the movies for Reed's character because she's probably not like this. But
It's okay. It's okay.
um,
Your version.
okay, so post blip, all right. Post blip, I would say like why like, why are you worried? Like, are these people, did they start coming when the blip happened? They start, popping up right then? And why do they know and you don't?
Yeah.
And the other question is, why does it matter? Like, why is it important to us? Because so far, she doesn't seem to be harmful in any ways. She seems very innocent with that rock, with that little rock of hers, and she bought a costume. I don't know, like, does she make good costumes, by the way? Because I need one.
She makes good costumes, but she stole the costume.
It's okay, it happens. Like, they're aliens. Like, come on, we're fighting aliens. We're not gonna go after a kid who's like stealing a costume. It doesn't make sense.
I agree with you, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
She's not the one that concerns me. These AIM agents, we fell on them because they were looking for her. And so we went to intercept her because we were told that this strange woman was on the streets. Despite the whole alien thing, we thought it was a good idea to investigate. And so we spared some agents to go pick her up. And when we went to pick her up, we were intercepted by these AIM agents. They shot us up. Thankfully, no one was hurt. And, well, we have a pretty powerful agent on our side. For those who watched the episode, you know who that was. And so they were able to take down these AIM soldiers. And through some polite conversation, they were able to discover why these AIM agents were running after this girl. And the reason they said is a few months back, I believe it was a few months back, we'll say that, they were investigating, something, we don't know what, but they were doing typical AIM stuff, that sketchy stuff. And in the sky turned this kind of dark color.
Okay.
And then out of nowhere in the sky, they saw this other Earth in the sky. And what's strange is when they talked on the walkie-talkies to the rest of their team, everyone outside of a certain periphery, the sky looked completely normal and they couldn't see this planet in the sky. And so they were curious, so they got closer to this other Earth, and they saw this.
Didn't take any.
We don't know, right? But
I'm not in the stories.
Yeah, you're not there. And this item shot down from this other Earth.
Item.
This thing shot from this other Earth, and so they kind of like a meteor, right? And so they rushed to the site of this meteor because it crashed.
Yeah.
And they basically found a mess of a human being because it made contact with the Earth, so it was a messy, disgusting blob. And AIM being AIM, they were like, this is a great opportunity for science. And so they took the blob of whatever it was and they brought it back to their labs. And a month later, this blob of a thing came back together. And what was in its place was this young, half-Asian woman. And she seemed feral. She seemed more animal than human. And once she realized that she was in a lab of some kind, she went on a killing spree, killed a bunch of their agents, and were concerned about her.
So, have you talked to Thor about this? Maybe she's
Talked to who?
Thor.
Thor.
Yeah. Because
Thor hasn't been around for a long time.
Damn it. Find Thor. Find Thor. You know why? Because that's how... Wasn't it something similar when he appeared on Earth?
Yes, that's a really good point.
So maybe we should verify, I don't know, who was working. The girl. Find the scientist girl that was there with Thor's girlfriend. Talk to her about this, because maybe...
Jane? You want us to speak with Jane?
Yeah, her name is Jane?
Thor's science girlfriend, yeah.
Not girlfriend. The intern, Darcy.
You want to get Darcy into this?
Darcy might know, because like I don't know where Jane is, but Darcy was working a lot on this and on these type of apparition. Maybe she has some information, but if not, this is wild.
Yeah.
So we have no clue who she is and what she can do except killing a bunch of other agents.
Yeah.
Do we know what type of power she has?
Well, this is all reports we got from the AIM agents. We have no video proof. We have no... we had to let them go effectively. We're not going to keep these people. We don't have the bandwidth right now.
Okay.
And so we let these AIM agents go. They weren't technically... Well, other than shooting up our agents, no one was harmed. And so because of the chaos, we let them go. But yeah.
And what do you think? What do you think about the girl? Have you met her? Have you talked to her?
I haven't. And this is why I'm picking you up. I need someone who's discreet. I need someone who can go unobserved. And I need someone who's able to protect themselves from something like that.
Okay, let's go talk to her.
So I think we're going to cut for this one and move to Cap if you're good with it.
Yeah.
Are we feeling good about that? Cool.
Hi there, viewers and listeners. Thanks for listening. On the behalf of myself and my crew, I'd really like to thank you for watching, and it's free. Go like and subscribe, the classics. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can actually go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/earth513, and you can either subscribe for free. We'll put some little updates of things coming up, etc., communicate with you, etc. But if you're willing to pay a little, contribute a little extra, we'll be giving you a bit of extras. So we'll have some behind the scene content, we'll give you access to recordings before they come out, unedited, so with all my mistakes, and we'll be adding also some interactive elements. I'm inspired by a bunch of awesome actual play YouTubers out there who do stuff like allow you to create NPCs, so either names or visual appearances, that kind of stuff. So we'll probably figure that in. We'll probably have some voting systems for decisions. Maybe you can throw a wrench into our players' game. We'll figure it out together. But yeah, it all starts at Patreon. I believe we've set it up for a $5 one, so super low cost. And eventually we'll have other tiers so you can contribute even more, so look into it. All right. Thanks again, and have a nice one.
And you head to one of the floors, and there's, what we would call the equivalent of a cafeteria space. In this case, it's fogged windows so that you can be discreet.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a glass structure, and inside it's like maybe a space as big as this space here. The first thing you notice, okay, is even though the windows are like what's the word I'm looking for? Like frosty, like private setting kind of thing. You can still see the shadows. And these are weird shapes, okay? They're not like your average sized
People.
Yes, thank you. I'm trying to avoid some spoilery words. They don't look like average sized people, okay? There are some very unusually tall shapes in there.
Skulls.
Well, you wouldn't see what they are, but they're like shadowy shapes.
Oh my god.
So there's this really tall shape that's like almost touching the ceiling. There's like a bulkier shape. And there's a really small shape, like a kid or something. They're making a lot of noise, so you can kind of hear their voices already, okay? You hear this little voice, this little grumpy voice saying, "Quill, is this what you Terrans call food? It's fucking disgusting."